All right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Klauser, or John D. Klauser, whichever one you prefer. This is episode 281 of this great and wonderful podcast that I do by myself, in a room by myself, probably just for myself. Hello, salutations. How you doing? Great. What's up? How are you all? Great. I hope you're all doing wonderful, sweet, fine, just dandy, Bambi. Yeah. So, yeah, this is a new episode. Like I said, it is Sunday. I'm doing this a little bit later. There was a reason why I went golfing on Friday, so I normally do this on Fridays. As soon as I get off work, I do this. I went and golfed. I didn't even work out. How crazy was that? Like, everyone's like, John, you always go when you work out. You didn't work out before you golf? Nope. And I played like shit. And then right before I did this podcast, or started this podcast, I got real stoned. Anyway, a buddy of mine called me. It was like, hey, I don't think I'm going to work today. So I am going to go golf. Do you want to go with me? I'm like, yes, sir. And so he's looking for a tea time. I'm gonna go golf. So I was gonna go golf anyway. But it's always nice to know that you have people. I'm like, where the hell is this? Not many left. Dude, I'm almost out of golf balls, and it's crazy. It's crazy that I'm almost out of golf balls. I haven't, for almost 2 years now, I've not paid for a single golf ball. It's very insane. I take that back. I did buy one of those, it was like a 40-pack for like $12 at Walmart. I think it was something like that. I think it was like a 40-pack for maybe it was $20. Something crazy. It was something weird. Or it was like 25 or 25. Anyway, they had a bunch of golf balls, so I bought a bunch of. It's like their version of like the reused golf balls, kind of like what Dick's Sporting Goods does, where they have like those the Pro V1s that are used, and they just find them and they repurpose them, and then they sell you to them at half price. It's very similar to that, but anyway, yeah. So that's what I'm doing, dude. Yeah, like everything sucked, like. Oh, God, everything was I had a birdie on hole 2. Only one all day to get a birdie. So I have that going for me. But it was like, as soon as I hit that birdie on hole 2, I'm like, I'm done. I think I'm done. This is why you don't, do we guys. Anyway, so yeah, we're here. It is Sunday. The Jesus Day. Yesterday was Sabbath. What I'm starting to learn is that I just don't do anything at all on the Sabbath. I don't go. I don't do shit. Well, I guess yesterday I did do. I guess in the sense of work related stuff, because I did do I shot a short film yesterday, but it was like. It was like one of the hottest days this week. It was great, and we did it in a car. Real fun. Had to get these 2 big fans, and because we can't have like the car on, so I had these 2 big fans on each side. You couldn't see right off, and they were just blowing into the car. So that was fun, because like how we shot it, like we had the doors open because there was only one location. It was just in a car. We had the doors opened, and then we had the windows down, and so the wind was blowing through the open part of the thing. It was just like, this is filmmaking, and this is what you got to do to make it work. Yeah, this is what you got to do, but it's gonna be cool. It's a little different. It's a little different of a movie. It's my first attempt at I guess a true thriller, because most of the time, like, my thrillers are horror movies, and I think. If you're trying to do a horror movie, you're doing a horror movie, because like a horror movie is a thriller-ish, but like thriller I would consider more of like gun heist and stuff like that kind of style. And so it was all shot, and then I'm gonna put it in reverse, and so you're gonna see the whole thing in reverse from what happened at the very end to the beginning. So, ooh. let's see. We'll see how people like it, but people probably will absolutely despise it. It's pretty much done. I just got to put the music in on it. Literally after this, as soon as I get done, I'm going to upload that back up and finish that. That's the last thing I got to do today, either before or after I golf. It's literally it, and then export it. I literally just have the timeline already down. The movie's already done. I just got to take it and just drag it down, make sure, and cut it to the place where I have it marked, and then that's it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But yeah, we're here. We're doing that. Another thing, guys, invest in socks. I've told you guys about this before. Invest in socks. Spend money on socks. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like we always wear socks. We wear socks every day. Same thing with underwear. Man, you should invest in more expensive underwear because you wear them every day. You wear underwear every day. Why would you not want to have nice underwear? Anyway, add another layer to that sock one. There are some pretty nice women's socks. Some of them look pretty feminine, but just get the no-show and you don't have to worry about that. But they're all like cushiony and shit. They're like sitting on. They're like your foot's in a cloud. It's like your foot is getting a hug. It's like no wonder women are so happy all the time. No wonder they're just they don't ever take accountability. If you had a sock like that on, you wouldn't want to take accountability either. Anyway, it's a joke. That's a joke. God forbid. Because I say that, and then women can be like, men just think with their fucking penis, which is fucking true. We do a lot of time because you don't have a fucking drug that's going through your body saying just do it all the time. Just do it. Hey, just do it. Just do it. Who gives a fuck if it's a friend? Just give her $100. Let her suck your dick. Don't do that. Don't do stuff like that. Even though you want to, don't do stuff like that, man. Don't do stuff like that because when you do stuff like that, then then you end up having to lay in the bed that you made, and then sometimes you don't want to do that because if you would have just waited 10 more seconds, you would have gotten what you really wanted. So hey, but you live and you learn. You have to do this to go through life, and that's what I tell you all the time. Get nicer socks. Get women's socks. They're thicker. They're better. They're almost like basketball socks. Basketball socks are super thick on the bottom on your feet, and it's like it makes sense because you're stomping around on a fucking hard court. Like, why would you not? So I'm like, why don't I apply this idea to my golf socks? So I got these women pair of socks. They're I think 98 cents. They're these Kalia socks. Found them. I'm like, oh my God, these look like professional socks. These look like, Major League Baseball socks in the sense of they're the quality level. So I'm like, let's try fucking these. I should have said the Rolls Royce of socks. Anyway, so I'm going to let's try it. So I'm going to wear them. Hopefully they don't show. And if they do show, they're going to look pretty good. Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of where we're at, guys, on this whole show right now. We are about a little over 9 minutes into this thing now. So you think I should do the video of the week? Should we do this? Should we get into the videos? All right, here you go.
Over the last 20 years or so, I've been teaching myself to ejaculate over increasingly greater distances in order to get into the Guinness Book of World Records. However, the closer I get to my 40s, the harder it is to beat. I've just come way too far to give up now.
Welcome to The John Show with your host, John Doogie Clouser.
Think of if he applied that same energy to curing cancer. Or just to bees. Basically anything than this. You're dedicating your time to shooting giant loads. It's just so weird. It's so odd sometimes what people do. It kind of makes you sad. Doesn't it make you a little sad a little bit? It's so that's what you're doing. But it also makes you kind of happy too because you think about what you're doing in your life. You're like, am I doing anything? Because none of us really know what to do. We're all just kind of just walking around very aimlessly in the whole scheme of things. And it's just so sometimes we see these and we should be like, okay, thank God. I could be way off. I could, things could be way worser, but they're not. So thank goodness, but it's just like, woof, 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 woof. Yeah. So this is where we're at. I'm just gonna go ahead and bite the bullet, guys, on something. I think I should talk to you guys about it. I don't know how am I gonna get on the subject about this. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and get a better studio. I need to just do that. I keep on talking about it, and it's like my biggest dream. I have this little studio right here, but I need something bigger. I need something better. I can do something better. This isn't even really like a studio. You would have no idea that they do stuff here. Besides, like, the table that's on this side is just like two computers on the other side. It's just wildness. It's just wild. It's just I live a wild life, guys. This is my wild life. But we should probably watch more videos, shouldn't we? Okay, so here's the first runners up. Right, here we go.
Quite a few of you in my stories didn't know what this masterpiece is. I'm going to show you how to make sun-dried stack. You're going to need this bander and an elastic, and you're going to go find a goat with some of those. We're going to use Chad today. So you are going to chase them down with that bander, and you are going to get that little elastic around those. It's real easy. You're going to let it sit for 4 to 6 weeks and let it dry. Put that bander away, and then you have these sun-dried to perfection, perfectly crispy, and they look beautiful in your rearview mirror.
It looks like a locust. It doesn't look like a one of those like a locust or some shit. One of those like animals in the plague. It doesn't look like a fucking animal testicle. It's so weird. Like, see, again. You think you're not doing a lot, and you realize there's that. You could be doing that. And which one would you rather be doing? What you're doing? Or putting a fucking rubber band around a fucking goat's testicle so you can sun dry it. Anyway, all right, next video, guys.
Colonial Brits back in the day when they played golf, they had these jam boys. I don't know how true this is. It might just be made up. A jam boy is an Indian guy they would cover in jam and have to stand near them so that all the bugs would go to the Indian guy covered in jam so the Brits could play golf bug free. And it would usually be like an Indian slave or indentured servant, and his payment for this jam boy day would be he gets to go home and keep the jam for his family.
Like whatever's left?
Yeah. If it is true, or even if it isn't true, it is a wild slur.
Yeah. Jam boy? Yeah. That's deep in the cut, man. Yeah.
That is real wild. But isn't all slurs? Isn't it crazy how, I don't know, when you say the whites, the colonials, came up with all these slurs for us. Like, granted, don't get it wrong. We're pretty good at it ourselves as foreigners. Pretty good at thinking of some slurs towards each other. But still, jam boys is pretty fucked up. It's a pretty fucked up one. Now, this is great. This is really hard because I was almost thinking that this should have been the video of the week, but the only reason it's a little long. I don't know. Like, the joke is cool the whole time, but it's almost like, okay, cool. It's better in the vibe of the show versus being a headliner thing. You'll see in a second.
When I grew up in a small town down near southern Ohio, it's not a big city, it's a small town. Living in a small town, everybody knows your name. In a small town, you have your farmers markets. In a small town, you have your small businesses. Living in a small town today. When you're driving down the road, you get behind farm machinery. You don't get that in a big, big city. You only get that from a small, small, small town. Living in a small, small town today. Living in a small, small town. Everybody knows your name. In a small, small town, you have your farmers markets. In a small, small town, you have your small businesses. Living in a small...
Is that song great? Oh, is that song great? It's such a great song. Such a beautiful song. You know, small town. Just a small town. Just what's fucked up is like I can relate to this shit, but it's also like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, why? Okay, so this next one's pretty fucking hilarious. I think this is pretty funny. All right, here we go.
Don't you even dare.
Don't you even dare.
Don't you dare bring that shit up.
I am 9/11.
I am 9/11. I experienced it as a child, so it's mine. I was alive for it. Did I mention I was alive for the events that transpired? Did you know I was in school at the time? Or it was a morning. The events transpired during a morning. We had to go home from fucking school. Would you show some fucking respect for the fact that I'm a little older than you? It was on television.
We don't even know what that is.
Just get out of my face. Just get out of my face.
It is funny though, because it's like, no, people, you don't understand. That is my generation really does hold that as our generational trauma. It's like, oh yeah, because it's so weird. Okay, so this is what it was. Okay, so I woke up, right, and I was in the 5th grade because I was getting my braces, and I believe I got my braces in the 5th grade because I had 5th, 6th, and 7th grade. I had braces for 3 years. Damn, this is a deep dark dive on my brain. I have to say, like, am I remembering this right? Okay, and so I already had my top braces, and September 11th, 2021 was the day that I was getting my bottom braces put on. So, we all had tragedies that day, okay? Because my teeth hurt for 2 fucking weeks. 2 solid weeks. It took me my bottom teeth to get it took me about like 4 days for my top teeth to get used to like having the braces. But, oh, good Jesus Christ, my bottom teeth were like, no, this is gonna be a 2-week process. Because I was like, okay, this is gonna suck for a couple days, and then it was the worst. It was the worst thing in the world for 2 fucking weeks. Like, it was really just the front 5 teeth that was the worst. But so I woke up. I knew I wasn't going to be going to school right away, because usually what we did was, like, my parents always wanted to try to get, or my mom was like, try to get your appointments, because she always made me make the appointments, because she's like, well, you have to be an adult and you have to learn how to do this yourself. This is your responsibility. You need to learn responsibility through this. I'm like, oh, whatever. So she'd always be like, try to make it as early as possible on whatever day. I'm like, okay. So she's like, they're like, we have one on September 11th, 2021. My 9/11. I believe it was like at 8 o'clock or something like that, like 7:30, 8 o'clock. That was like my appointment to get my bottom braces, because it was going to take a while. It was going to take like an hour and a half or something like that. And then I was just going to go to school after that. So, I remember driving to, because I remember driving to the city where I was going to get my braces, and it was like maybe 15 minutes, not even like 15 minutes, maybe 13 minutes to get there. And we were listening to the radio, and they were talking about how like some plane flew into a tower. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is people making a big fucking deal about this? And then I got to the doctor's office, or the dentist's office, or orthodontist office, and there's videos, there's TVs on, and all the TVs are on, and they're all showing like smoke coming out of this tower. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And so then, like, even like the lady who's prepping my mouth, she's like, I can't even believe that this happened. I'm like, I have no fucking clue. I didn't even know these things were even a thing. I didn't know the World Trade Centers were even buildings. I thought they were just. I knew they were skyscrapers, but I didn't know they were like this huge significant thing. And then I got my teeth. I got my braces put on. I got silver. Because I never liked a lot of color. I thought that was stupid as hell. Once I got black and gold for Mizzou. And that was about it. Most of the time it was just like silver. I'm like, just put silver on. Yeah, then I braced it for 3 years. Yeah. 5th, 6th, 7th grade. I'm pretty sure, because 5th grade, who was my teacher in the 5th grade? That was Miss McCormick. And then 6th grade was, oh God, who was my 6th grade teacher? That was, oh God, that was, God, who was my 6th grade teacher? I cannot remember this. In my 7th grade, I was in junior high. So 6th grade teacher, oh God. We had Miss McCormick for my 5th grade, and then 6th grade. Who did I have? Oh, Miss Snodgrass. That's who I had. She was only there for a year. Miss Snodgrass. That's who I had. I believe she'd been married for a while, for 3 years. They already had a daughter, and then she ended up getting pregnant, and she ended up having like a child. She got pregnant late in the school year, I believe. But yeah, wild stuff, right? Wild. Was she only there for a year? Maybe she was there for more than a year. But after I graduated, like, I guess I went to a different school, so I never saw her. Of course, I never saw her. Why would I ever communicate with her ever again? Why would I think that well, you never talked to her ever again? Like, well, no shit, John. You're also in the 6th grade. What are you gonna do, fucker? But anyway, yeah, that was my 9/11. Yeah, this is just a weird time because I was in the 5th grade. Because I was 12 years old when 9/11 happened. Because I was born in 89, so it's just, you just add a year to whatever year it is. So, like, it's 2025. Well, I guess technically you add 10 and then 1. But in the sense of, like, so if it's 2000, that'd be 11. So that's how you just remember. You just add, I guess, 11. Anyway, that's how I remember. It's just always whatever it is plus 1. Because that was so easy. That was so awesome about, like, when I was born in 89 to like 90. I was like a 90s baby. Basically, I grew up in the 90s. Straight 90s, right? So you can just remember, like, when you start at 0, it's as easy to remember anything. So, like, 93. I was like, 93. I was 4. Or, yeah, it's just easy. It's easy to remember stuff like that for. Like 95, I was 6. Boom. So you just remember, like, the last number. And then technically, and then once you get into, like, the 1, you have to just add another 1. But anyway, I think you guys understand what I'm talking about. Easy math. Anyway, here is the next video. I want to feel like I showed this video last week if I didn't. Oh, well, big deal.
Away from mine.
This is my yard, you stupid fucking bitch.
No, your dog has got to be on a leash.
Really? He's standing in my fucking yard.
But he's supposed to be on a leash. Come on, Aiden, let's go.
Yeah, Aiden, take your barking bitch ass in the fucking house.
You know what? Watch your language. Watch your
I'm
language.
41, Patty.
I don't care.
I'm 40 fucking 1.
I'm 41, Patty. I'm 40 fucking 1. I want to say I showed this video last week, but well, it's pretty fucking funny. It's a guy who getting really upset for no reason. He's getting over upset for. Didn't have to get that crazy, but yeah. So yeah, that was the videos of the week, guys. So I guess what we should get into, like, what crazy misconnections we have. I have like 5 minutes left, so I can do some. I can do a couple. How do you guys feel about that CEO and that lady that he was with getting caught at the Coldplay concert. Isn't that hilarious? That's so funny. Like, I've never had anything like that ever happen. Well, I don't ever do anything like that. So that's the craziest. That's the next crazy thing is like I don't ever do anything like that. So if you don't do anything like that, you can't get in trouble. Because trust me, guys, you will get caught. It's so annoying. It'll be so much more upsetting. But you have to live to learn it. It's almost like the more I'm telling you about this, like John, did something like this happen to you? Like I don't know, did it? You live and learn, though. You live and you learn. You realize this is a lot more bullshit than if you would have just fucking not done anything. Anyway, don't make wig jokes. Anyway, okay. If you're not familiar with Craigslist, what it is, there's this website called Craigslist, and you can go on there, find golf clubs, you can find a roommate, you can find like a used car, you can find a lot of stuff, refrigerator. And they have like a little sub thing to it. It's almost like a subreddit. You know, like how Reddit has Reddit, and like it has these little sub things of like questions people can ask and people can interact with each other. There's not interacting. You can't leave comments or anything like that, but people can just leave like posts. But there's this thing called misconnections, and people go on there because they had interaction with somebody, or they used to date somebody, or they used to know somebody and they just never made the move, or they wish they would have made the move, or they didn't make the move and they moved maybe that person moved away, or they used to be friends with them and now they wish they could still be friends. Anyway, they write a post. What I love to do is go on there and try to help people out. Hopefully, like, you guys will see it and you know this person, or you'll know the person they're talking to, and we can go from there. Plus, they're kind of funny. Anyway, here we go. Here's the first one. Hendrix, the guitar player, not the rapper. Smiley, winky face, PetSmart. I can't stop thinking about your smile. I should have asked for your number. That's the thing, guys. Guys, what do I tell you? Just ask for the number. Because you rather have just asked and got rejected versus never asked and wonder. Because you never know. You never know. They might say yes. Most likely they're going to say no, though, because it's weird. It's weird. It's a weird time. Anyway, next video. Linwood, Home Depot, KCMO. You were checking out and your card was having problems. You told me that you were 44 and like to have fun. I'm male and you are female. Get a hold of me. Okay. And you said you like to have fun. Wild, right? Like, it's like, how are people having these interactions with each other? What are they doing? Anyway, so next one, DMV line, Olathe. You were in line at the DMV for your title and registration. I told you to set your alarm for 6 a.m. to wake up and get in line. It books up fast. We'd love to get together for a drink and talk. Huh? You're in line. So, like, did they not get in? There's a part missing here. God, okay. Anyway. Red Crow in Olathe. Okay, we got about it. Okay, well, this will probably be the last one. You came in looking for someone and end up sitting on the patio with a couple of people. I was sitting at the bar and you made eye contact with me each time you walked by. When the group came in from the rain, you left in a hurry. I would love to buy you a drink there. Tell me what you were wearing so I know it's you. Why didn't you just buy her a drink then? You should have just been like, when she kept walking by, like, hey, this might sound weird. Can I buy you a drink? That's it. And just be like, hey, and just ask. Because she's going to either think it's creepy or she's going to think it's creepy but say yes. And then she's going to at least give you an opportunity to see, like, how creepy are you going to be? How creepy are you? But that's what you do, guys. That's what you got to do. You just ask. Just ask. Just ask. Anyway, guys, I have less than a minute left on this podcast. If you've gotten this far, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. Please. Last week's videos were a lot higher. I don't know. Maybe we're growing. Probably not. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. You do not have to. I do not push that because this is just practice. This is fun. But anyway, wash your hands. Look both ways. Tell your princess that hi. Look out for deer, goddammit. And good night.